Hey everyone, Denise here. Please forgive my raspy voice and heavier than usual breathing. Wes, I'm recording this. I'm just 10 days, I think, out of when I had COVID or when I first tested positive and got sick. So I'm still having some breathing and coughing issues, and my voice has not come back yet. So forgive that, please, and let's get started with this, because if I wait to do it, who knows when it'll happen. All right, so I have your November Saturday Card Club samples here. So it's for all three classes. It's on the website. None of these are free eligible, which means if this is your first class with me, and I always say that some are eligible and some, are not. These are not because you get product. You can take the class. It's just that it can't count as a free class for you if you've never taken a class before. So let's take a look. The first class, as you see here, it's on the 16th of November. Those dates were posted, I think, in June, maybe May. This is from 10 to 12. This one has a few different options with it. You get the stamp set with the class. So if you're here in person, it's $18. It's a little more money, a couple dollars more, if you get the kit to go, because I have to cut a few things for you in advance. There is, however, the option of the coordinating die that goes with the stamp set. Now, I have 5 stamp sets. I only have 3 dies. So the first 3 people who pay for the dies are the ones that are going to get the dies. Now, in class, you won't necessarily need them, though it may make it easier for you. If you are at home, it probably is going to be helpful for you. But if you want to recreate anything and you don't like to fussy cut like me, then you definitely want the die. So the class with the stamp is $18. If you also want the die, the class with the stamp and the die is $29. It's not an additional $29. I want to make sure that that's clear. So it's $18 for the class with the stamp. It's $29 for the class with the stamp and the die. So as of right now, because I haven't really opened registration, I'm not even looking at November yet. We're still looking at October, but I wanted to get these up for you. So here's what we're dealing with for November. So first card, class of the day. So this is the Heartfelt Creation Sugar Spun Cupcake, I think it's called. See the glossy. I used alcohol markers. The candles are part of the stamp set, and they're part of the die. It does cut out the candles. It cuts them out individually, which is very nice. It's very nice for masking also, if you wanted to do it that way. But it needed some. So I did color over it. So it is on a white piece of paper, but I altered the color a little bit. And then after I used my alcohol markers, can you see how that's a little 3D? I can see it, but I can see it because I know it's there. So if you look here and here, so we're going to use that. Now that's why this is the first class of the day, because fingers crossed it dries before you leave. And if it doesn't, then you're going to leave it separate, backseat of your car, somewhere safe, and then drive home with it that way until it dries. I tend to leave mine overnight, but I don't know that it takes overnight to dry. So we are going to fancy up this very plain card with that, and it makes it look so nice in person. So that's one. The second one is we're going to use the old tried and true glue and glitter technique. So this is a shaped card. Okay, so we'll use that. And then we have a shaped card for a third card, but it's a shaped card with an easel. Now this, I did what I hate to do, and if you know me, you already know what I'm going to say, fussy cut. I hate fussy cutting. Fussy cutting is the devil as far as I'm concerned. But the die cuts out each of those individually. And I didn't want them cut out individually. I needed something as a stopper for the easel. So the candles seemed like the best thing to do. So that's this class. Excuse me. COVID cough is alive and well. And I wanted to do it so that it was on the less expensive side, because October had a bunch of product that was a little more expensive. So I wanted to keep November's prices down as much as I could to kind of balance it out there. So there are other images that come with the stamp set. I just didn't use them, and I didn't want to make a third cupcake card, so that's why I used the stamps, the candle stamp, which pretty simple really. Alrighty. And if you know the rule in this house, we don't use glitter in the house, so that was a little daring of me. All right, class number 2. And the candle card is 5 by 7. The 2 cupcakes, I'm gonna guess, are closer to a, let me put this up, closer to a A2 size. So here we have a 5 by 7 and 2 mini slims. We have the dies that I've used from Crafty Meraki here, and we have our adorable little birthday birds. Now this class comes with the stamp and the die for the birds, not for the other things. So we're just gonna make some really kind of quick, kind of easy birthday cards. And one of the things that I did with this that I haven't really done in class before is I broke out my colored pencils, not my Prisma, not the good ones, just regular colored pencils, and just colored with them. Now, yes, you may be able to tell that because sometimes it was a glare on it, and other times, remember, I'm still recovering from COVID, so it looked okay, but yeah, then it doesn't look okay. It's fine as far as I'm concerned. They're samples. You'll do better, I'm sure. So we're going to make these 3 cards. This is $12 because the paper was not expensive, and the stamp and the die were relatively inexpensive. I mean, there's shipping and tax that comes, which is always added in, but between the little bit of paper we're using and the lower cost of the die and stamp set, we're able to do it for $12. So this one is $12. I have 6 seats for this one as well because I have 6 sets of stamps and dies. And then this one, I actually have, I think, like 11 sets. And this keeps falling. I apologize. I don't want to be like Blair Witch on here. This one I have, I think, maybe 11 sets for some reason. I think I didn't know that I had it, and I think maybe I had ordered more when I had an opportunity and just kind of forgot. So that said, I only have room in the house for 6 people, but I do have then some kits to go. So people have been asking about a silhouette class, so here it is. Now, I did find a with sympathy sentiment die, which I think is perfect for these. I think that these make really nice and honestly very quick, very easy sympathy cards. So we're going to learn, I'm sure you know how to measure these out. I'm going to give you some of the better masking paper because there's a whole bunch of masking paper out there, but I'm going to show you the differences between 2 of them, the one I used and the one that I think a lot of people use and tends to be less expensive, and you can find in most big box stores and Amazon, and why it's kind of garbage. So we'll go through some of that. These are other images from the set, and I just wanted to use something that wasn't this image again. These are separate images, but I just wanted to do something different. So I put this in. I don't know, I would have clustered it better next time, I think, but you can use whatever cluster of stamps you wish. It's your card. So we're going to do some ink blending, we're going to do some masking, we're going to do some silhouette stamping over the masking, and learn how we do that, especially when you have something like this where this is not masked. So you need it for that. So we're going to go through those kinds of procedures. So I have, again, 6 seats in this class, plus I have more to go. And this is $15. So we have these. So it's class number 3, class number 2, class number 1 for November, for the 16th. So those are our 3 classes for November. I hope that you like them. I hope that you'll find that they're quick and easy and something that you'll be able to reproduce at home when you need something really fast and you don't want to spend hours making a card, because sometimes the cards that we make are beautiful a lot of the time, but they also take a lot of time. So these don't. And that was one of my focal points really for November, was to keep the price down because of October, but then also to do something that was kind of quick, kind of easy, and we could do multiple of in a short period of time. And I think that I've succeeded with that. So I hope that you'll join me in November. Details are on the website, but as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Have a great day, and I hope to see you at a class soon.